Hi there, we are still working on solving multi-step equations. These ones, the questions are a little bit longer, but if you take your time and follow the rules, it's all good. So let's get started. Remember, what we want to do is you start with bed mass. You want to simplify each side of the equation, then do the moving. Oh, let me just write that down. So 1 is simplify. Right-hand side, left-hand side, and that's bed mass, more properly known as order of operations. Step number 2 is you use addition and subtraction to move your term so all the variables are on one side and all the numbers are on the other. And your third step is multiplication or division to isolate, to get the x all by itself. You can see from this first one, all the exciting stuff is going on the left-hand side. So we're going to start with bed math. So I look at my brackets. That's 4x and that's 3. I can't put those together. They're not like terms, and I can't do anything there. They're not like terms. So nothing for brackets. There's no exponents in there, no little numbers up on top. So we're at multiplication. So we're going to use the distributive property. Oops. Just said I'm going to use it, and then I didn't. 3 times 4 is 12x. Minus 3 times 3 is minus 9. Plus 4, 6x plus 1 equals 43. I'm doing these one step at a time. Once you get better at that, you'd be able to recognize you could actually do this step too. But I don't want to. So we did this, because if we have brackets here, we do them left to right in the order they appear. And one other thing, I want to make sure my signs are okay because there's a negative there. And that negative means whatever signs I had in the bracket are going to be the opposite. So that part's good. So now we're going to multiply it with this part. So minus 12x minus 9. Distributive property, that's that arrow thing. 4 times 6 is plus 24x. Now that plus, you can think of it, it's that carried down, but basically it's plus 4 times plus 6, which gives you plus 24. And don't forget, we need to do this part. So 4 times 1 plus 4 is equal to 43. All right, I made all my brackets disappear. Now we need to collect like terms. Okay, so this is the addition and subtraction part. So there's some x's and there's some x's. So we got negative 12x plus 24. That's going to give me 12x. And then minus 9 plus 4 equals 43. I put these two together. 12x, so 9 minus 4 is minus 5. I can't put those together because they're not like terms, so I'm now finally finished step 1. Now I'm going to step 2, which is move things left to right so that my variable is on one side and my numbers are on the other. So for this one, I'm going to add 5. I'm going to add 5. So I get 12x is equal to 48. And there's nothing more to move. All my variables are on the left here. My numbers are over here. So then we're at the last step, which is your isolate. So we're going to go divide by 12, x is equal to 4. And ta-da, there we go. All right, let's look at this one. Okay, we've got brackets here too, and things to do, but we can't put stuff together in my brackets either spot. So we're going to do that distributive property again and multiply through. So 3x. Now 3 times negative 4 is minus 12. Because this is on the other side of the equation, I can multiply through at the same time. Because it's basically, you could work one side as far as you can go, and then you could work the other side as far as you go if you ever wanted to do it that way. So 2 times minus 2 is minus 4x, and 2 times plus 1 is plus 2. Nothing to combine here, nothing here, so let's start moving my variables. add 4x. So 3x and 4x, 7x minus 12 is equal to 2. Now, we should add 12 to move that over. Because really, we're trying to get the x by itself, so we got to get rid of this. 7x is equal to 14. Divide, divide. X is equal to 2. I forgot to say it at the outset of this one, but you should try these on your own. At this point, if you've been watching, turn off the video. At least try this one. This one's a little crazy looking because it's a fractional question. It's a division one. But at least try this one because this isn't that different than that one. Got to do it on your own. Be brave. Use a pencil. Be brave. All right. I hope you turned off the camera, or you know what? Better yet, you're already done. Distributing, right? Because there's nothing we can put together. Minus 5. Now, negative 5 times negative 5x is plus 25x. Before I go any further, my rule is if I'm multiplying something in a bracket by a negative, I'm going to double check to make sure that this was positive. Now it's switched. This was negative. Now it's switched. When I'm multiplying through by a positive, my signs are going to stay the same. So 5 times negative 8. Oops. Okay. I could have left the plus in there, but then it was going to look weird because I had a plus and then a minus. It's not wrong. It was just going to be confusing. And 5 times negative 2 is minus 10. Is equal to, and I can't do anything here. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Minus 4 and minus 8, those are both x's, so that's going to be minus 12x. Oops. I said I was going to do it one step at a time, but I kind of cheated. So I did this distributive, and I did this distributive, and I did this all at once. When you've got some multiplication, and then an add or subtract, and then more multiplication, you can actually do them concurrently. So now we can collect like terms. I've got some x's. 25 minus 40x. Okay, I think it's 15, but I don't want to reshoot this video and reprint my page because I did it wrong. Yep, all right. So minus 15x minus 5 minus 10 is equal to minus 12x. Minus 15x minus 15 is equal to minus 12x. And if you're wondering, yes, I could have done this step up here, but now that I remember I was just doing one step at a time, I'll go back to doing that. It makes sense to move this 15x over to this side because we've just got numbers in one spot. So let's move our variables to the other side. So plus 15x. So minus 12 plus 15 is going to be 3x. 5 by 3. X is minus 5. All right. Now, there's a whole bunch of different ways to do this. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to do it the way I prefer. I'm going to cross multiply. For me, it's just simpler. If you have a different way to do it and you multiply through by 2 on both, that's fine. It's probably even shorter. I just honestly find it confusing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this and make this side into a fraction. Because my general rule is if I have a fraction as part of my equation, the first thing I want to do is get rid of it. And almost always that involves cross multiplying. So I'm going to multiply here. So cross multiplying 2, and I would write it out. I forgot my 1 in there. All right. And if you have this part over here and the 2x, it's fine. So 2 times 11 is 22 is equal to minus 8 minus 3k I'm going to add 8, add 8. So 22 plus 8 is 30, is equal to minus 3k. So divide, I'm going to divide by, come on, you know, minus 3. Oops, I lost minus there. And there we go. Those were some longer, more difficult equations. Good job.